the scenes speak for themselves, really. There's an eerie silence now. You can see the complete mess. There are these barriers which were used to ultimately get through the glass. Also, umbrellas were used to shield protesters from the pepper spray that the police had deployed, but also they used it as a way of hiding their identities. They were worried about the repercussions of coming in here. Let's just have a look. This is maybe a room through here. There's not a huge amount to see in here, but this was one of the building, one of the rooms that the protesters came into. If we just go further through, this is extraordinary to think that normally this is the bustling, beating heart of the democratic process here in Hong Kong. But, you know, it's completely defaced. You've got wires falling from the walls there, graffiti all across the place. The protesters made their way in, they occupied here, and those are the steps that they went up to head to the chamber where they, you know, what followed, people could not believe. They sprayed graffiti on the walls. They also defaced some of the portraits of the politicians who've ruled this place for so long. And if we just go over here, Danny, if you're just able to come through here, you can see more of the barricades. This explains how they were able to get in. We saw these human conveyor belts, this chain of people moving these barriers forward, and they were using these tapes, these sort of things to tape them together, and it made a really effective battering ram. And crucially, the police did not stop them. And I think in the coming hours and days, people were saying, why did the police let it get to this? They were criticised a few weeks ago for not doing enough to try and stop the protesters in a peaceful way, in a more effective way. And I think today the pendulum has completely swung. They've stood back. And frankly, we have seen protesters run amok on the streets of Hong Kong today.